It could also prove that the mindless shades aren't completely mindless. Now, as you remember, there weren't any shades during this segment, only when we actually have the key complete. Of course, one has to wonder, this is the thing I don't really get when it comes to this portion. I understand they wanted us to put Grimoire Vice together so he could have his power again. They basically used us for that. But why in the world did they encourage us to find the Shadow Lord's key and come back? I mean, it was obvious we were gonna fight them, so why do that? I mean, obviously we have the body that the shell that's meant for the Shadow. So I mean that part would make sense, but you think they would handle it differently. It's like, you know, let's just let them, you know, go into the very core of the base and then take the body back. It's like, I don't know. If I was a Shadow Lord or any of the minions or something, I think I'd just come up with a better plan for that, you know? You know, maybe kill Mio and Kaine and burn the village down there. Now, of course, a question you might have, if you don't realize the answer to it always, why are they in charge of the village? Why are they basically watching over shells? But basically, as I did try to explain some, is basically without the other, the one dies basically, or equivalently close enough. So they basically are trying to keep the shell safe and alive for those who still can use it. So anyway, we're gonna just kind of get through here. You'll find that part 2 is amazingly faster. It's really shocking how fast it goes. I mean, I remember when I first did, I just breezed the living hell through it really quickly. It does not usually take that long to get back to where you was. Too bad these things couldn't stay the same. This is basically the thing I think is the worst thing about Nier, is the fact that they make you replay a lot of the game again. I mean, I like the idea with the bosses. That's what I do like. But, I mean, just the whole redoing a lot of these puzzles and shit are just really annoying.
This is all too easy.
I'm almost disappointed.
Get out of my way. You little freaking rats aren't even worth really fighting much. Nah, find them quickly, it's a dead end. Now basically, after this point, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to probably go and collect some of the weapons. And I think I will do it like I did with the Breaking Guard, where I'm just going to do a collection of it with no commentary live and just compile them together. Because that just seems like the easier way to do that. Out of my way. You know, it's really weird they have these block puzzles here, because, you know, primarily, this is about the only place you really do this. I mean, there's like the one in Junk Heap, but I mean, really, this is almost a non-existent thing you really do throughout the game, really. I mean, you know, it's primarily an action game. So it's just kind of weird to me, you know, actually push that one in all the way. Rap. But there are still some things to learn about the game, though, so don't think everything's just all hunky-dory now, so... I do like like I said, I do really do like the whole touch with getting a bigger insight about the bosses and what they were doing or why. I really like it. Yeah, see?
Who are these guys?
Certainly not your garden variety, Shade.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
But yeah, see, there is new dialogue, and you can get an idea. And be aware, only Kaine's hearing that guy's voice. Nier will eventually actually hear his voice, but at the time being, only Kaine's hearing him. Now, the idea, in my opinion, is that happened in the original playthrough. It's just, we're given basically a bigger, let me do that. We're basically given a bigger idea of other people's thoughts during the second part, so I just kind of feel like overall it's like Kaine's backstory, bigger picture in the Shade possessing her, the Shades, the bosses. It's really like a bunch of background information. But yeah, unless you turn up the difficulty, you should basically be one-shotting most crap here. Now I do want to actually not go incredibly fast on the bosses, because I do want to let some of the newer dialogue, because certain ones will talk during their boss fights. So that I'm saying, you know, stuff like, get away, go away, leave me alone and shit. Like, why? You're really the monsters. Because remember, Shades are the remnants of real humans. So, the ones that aren't insane. So, the incomplete Shades are supposedly, you know, the Shades that have gone insane. They're ones that no longer have a future, because their shells are gone. They succumbed either to death or the Black Skull. So, the incomplete Shades are basically mindless killing. Of course, as you can see, they don't seem to be completely horrifying towards their previous counterparts of other Shades, so they're not like completely mindless. Out my way. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, even the ones with armor can't live that long. The hell was up with that? That was weird looking. Oh, what do you think scissors. Goodbye. It's gonna hold a lot, by the way. Did that one just go over the wall? That looked like that one went over the wall. Or if he did, he just went really high and bounced off an invisible wall. Yeah, he bounced up though. That's hilarious. We barely have anything missing. Why bother? That's just nitpicking. Yeah, look at that. That was just one hit. One freaking hit. Nothing. Yeah, medical orb. That's what medical orbs are for. Now, I've never played the download stuff that's for Nier, because primarily it doesn't really have any significance towards the story, really. Oddly enough, what the download content's more useful for is it's more useful. But the download content's basically just a bunch of wounds with enemies to mortal. And apparently the drop rate for rare items is like really high in it. So basically it's basically paying for better item drops. So it's kind of a...
Kaine, Emil, I want you to... Look, I'm sorry, alright?
Sorry for what?
I'm going to talk to the villagers. I want them to let you in.
Oh, it's no big deal. Right, Kaine? I'm used to it.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change.
I wish everyone felt the same way. It's all right, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun, in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, and roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
You seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Just kick him aside.
Physical strength fatigue? Ah. It's like, why isn't it healing me? But it doesn't matter, because this is gonna heal me anyway. Interesting, I didn't know if enemies would heal it, you couldn't heal. I never knew that. There's not really a lot of instances where enemies will kneel a mailbox, so I'm kind of surprised to even consider that, to be honest. Interesting. Anyway, in we go.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the end, I see.
Aim for that stone statue. It's the leader.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying here.
Now there is debate on whether or not Kaine can understand the shades. Hey, hold on. Ooh, he actually blocked that. And yeah, as you can see, it's not really much of a threat now. Wasn't even much of a threat to begin with. But yeah, if you want the,
You felled the beast.
oh wait.
Oh, this is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. You gotta embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
But yeah, basically if you want those trophies, you're gonna have to kill it fast, so. That'll be up to you whether you want to hear the dialogue or kill it incredibly fast. Because you should have no problem killing most of these bosses fast at this point.
Kaine!
Oh, you're kidding me.
Kaine!
Goodbye. I didn't even get to pull the animation off. Like, barely did the animation. It's just dead. I should be covered in blood from that.
Kaine, are you all right? We've got to get help.
I fear there is little we can do.
No! Kaine!
Get back.
What is that?
It's all over for you, Sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
Wait, first thing, we want to get Spiel on.
Look at Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Kaine! Please come back!
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe. Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with you.
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again, as many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is, we're gonna get you back! I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong. You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away!
All right. All right. Stop crying. Thank you. I'm all right.
But yeah, that's basically how a lot of the boss fights will go. New cutscenes, dialogue during the fight, but it really carries out mostly the same, really. Hansel and Gretel's not as interesting. Most of the others, pretty interesting to disturbing as fuck. Especially Dial. Good lord, that creeps the fuck out of me every time I do that place. Anyway, let's get to you. Yes, Keith. Lord's memories. Hey. Adios. No. No. Stop trying to pity train yourself in this horrifying monster, you. We'll talk to the villagers, my ass. More like you'll fucking do jack shit nothing. That's what you're gonna do. Ooh. Junk heap or the forest of myth? I guess we can do the forest of myth first. What I'm probably going to do with the Forest Myth is, as far as I remember, there was nothing added to the whole Forest of Myth scenario. So I'm pretty sure for that, it's just going to be the same dialogue. But just in case there is something different, I'm going to record it. And it'll probably just be an entirely silent thing. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll talk about some other stuff, actually. That might be a good point to talk about some additional stuff, actually. But, we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna go ahead and end this recording, and I'm gonna try and see what I can do with some of the weapons that we need to get our hands on. So, I hope you all enjoyed, today's episodes of Nier. I hope you look forward to seeing some of the disturbing shit a lot of the other bosses are gonna be. I know I ain't. The fucking Isle scares the fuck out of me.